Oh. Well, we're here in Utah, and you can see behind me we have Temple Square. Utah is the center of the Mormon faith, and a lot of people don't know this, but there's a very strong and vibrant Christian community here as well, and they exist side by side. So today we're going to check out one of those communities, which is the Catholic Church. Right down the road from Temple Square, they have the Cathedral of the Madeleine. That is the mother church for Utah. So we're gonna go there and we're gonna check out the church. We're also gonna check something out which is not covered anywhere on the internet, so stay tuned. How's that for an entry? Let's go inside because it is way too loud out here. The Cathedral of the Madeleine is on West Temple. This is a very busy road. Be careful crossing it and driving on it. And actually, while I was filming, this happened. There was a literal car crash while I was filming, and look at this. The guy's picking up his bumper off the road. So pray for this guy. As always, check the website, check the sign. This is a big complex, so there is a lot going on here. So we're gonna go inside the cathedral now, but before we do, I wanna stop and take a look at this thing. This is some sort of a plant, and this thing only blooms every couple hundred years. So it only blooms 100 years?
This kind of a bloom, they call it, I don't know if it really blooms every 100 years, but they call it a 100-year bloom.
And the reason why I wanna point that out is that being observant about the things going around in the world, this is a part of the Christian lifestyle, okay? You gotta be tuned in, you gotta be focused on what's going on around you because you never know how God is going to come into your life. And if you've got the blinders on, you're not paying attention to the things that you see, things that you experience, things that you hear in life, then you're gonna miss it. Now, when you enter from West Temple, you're going to be going through these doors. This leads into the narthex. This is the space between the outside world and the sacred. And as we enter, you're hit immediately with the absolute beauty of the Cathedral of the Madeleine. Only church in the United States named after Mary Magdalene, and plenty of people visit this thing. A lot of people walking around, taking in the paintings, the murals, all of this beautiful religious artwork that shows off the Catholic faith. I got a little distracted during filming. I had to pause, I had to take in the sights. But we're not here for that. Plenty of videos cover that. Let's go ahead, run it back. We're here to take a look at the gift shop. So instead of going in through those doors, you want to take a right. There's the sign for the gift shop, the hours, and directions how to get there. You go through this chapel, incredible artwork in here as well, stained glass. A lot of people don't even admire this stuff. There's Mary Magdalene. Go through these doors. The elevator doesn't work, so FYI. Here's me pointing you in the direction you need to go, which is downstairs. Now on the way down, you'll see this. Pigeons are always chilling here. And the reason I bring that up is because they remind me of doves, which I think are a different animal. Regardless, doves are very symbolic in the Christian faith because they represent the Holy Spirit. Now, before we get to the gift shop, there's this painting here. That's Adam and Eve having a really bad time, and this is of the Annunciation. That's the angel Gabriel delivering the message to the Virgin Mary that she'll bear the Son of God, Jesus Christ. And here we have a dove. And if you go upstairs back into the main cathedral, there's the dove, which represents the Holy Spirit. The more that you dig into the Christian faith, the more you will see the different symbols and signs of the faith, and it becomes almost like a treasure hunt in your own church. Even though I've been to Mass here hundreds of times, I'm always discovering something new in the artwork, something new to reflect on, and this really keeps me excited about my faith every day. Well, we finally made it to the gift shop. We got a little bit distracted with the artwork. As you saw, there's so much to see above stairs. Just don't forget to come downstairs. With most Catholic churches in America, there is usually a gift shop, especially if it's a cathedral. And it's so important to check it out because they have so many great things in there. You want to fill your house, you want to fill your space with sacred art because this is going to remind you of what's most important, which is your faith as a Catholic. So we're going to go inside now. Make sure you check the sign, check the business hours because Monday they're closed. The rest of the times they're listed here. So we're in the gift shop now, and as you can see, this place is pretty small. So if you're coming in here after a mass, expect it to be quite busy and quite crowded. If you want a little bit more solitude to take your time and check out everything that is on offer here, then come during the off hours. The store is open from 12 to 5, Tuesday through Friday, and then Saturday, I think they're open all day. But make sure you check the website. That way you can get in here when you want to get in here and it's going to be open. So let's go ahead and check things out. This store has so many things. They have a ton of different little saints statues. They have books. Catholics are really smart. They love to read. I'm not a big reader. I'm more of a video guy, visuals. So this is more my reading style. The painting up here is by Jordan Ring-Sakabe, a total genius and a Renaissance man. He was actually Mormon and he converted to Catholicism. I'll definitely link him. Check him out. He's absolutely incredible. Now the owner will travel and they'll pick up different items. So this shop is always getting new inventory and some really unique pieces. I actually got my necklace here and really beautiful stuff. So as I mentioned, the Cathedral of the Madeleine is a very special church. It's the only church in America to be named after Mary Magdalene. Now the gift shop downstairs is no different. It's very special. Of course, you're gonna find a lot of the Catholic gifts and items that you'd find in other churches across America, but the owner does a tremendous job of sourcing local talent. So local artists, and actually right here for this card display, we have a couple of cards from a local artist. This one I want to highlight here. So this is a local artist named Clare Prezzia. She has a shop, she has online stuff, so I will link that down below. Definitely check it out, like, subscribe, follow all of her stuff because it's so important to support young Christian artists. It's not easy being a young Christian nowadays, and it's even more difficult to be a creative in trying to run a business. So it's an imperative for the Christian community to band together, promote these artists, promote these businesses, and support them, because the more support that they get, the more encouragement that they get, the more confidence that they'll get to share their love for Jesus Christ, which is through the arts. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up, but one more thing, the owner actually recycles church bulletins and they make these incredible rosaries. This is an ancient African technique for making rosaries. And make sure, as always, be on your best behavior. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the gift shop and a glimpse into the Cathedral of the Madeleine. We are done with this tour, but before we end this, I wanna stop at this plant again. So I got a little bit more information on it. Blooms every 10 to 12 years. It's a pigeon, or is it a dove? It's because they remind me of doves, which I think are a different animal, very symbolic in the Christian faith because they represent the Holy Spirit. Anyway, I was talking about that earlier. It blooms every 10 to 12 years, and once it blooms, it dies. It blooms only once. I told you West Temple is very loud. So this plant, it blooms only once and then it dies. So very special that we're able to capture this on camera for future generations of Christians to see. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, you subscribe, share this video with someone that you know. We're gonna get it.
Can I help you in any way?
Just silent prayer. Ah, okay.